Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Small Group. It's time again for Games with Nathan, and since we are talking all about identity today, we're gonna play a game called Who Dat? And Who Dat is a game where we are gonna be talking about different celebrities and different facts about celebrities, and we have some guests here that are gonna compete, and when they think they know, based on the facts, who the celebrity is, they're gonna buzz in and answer, and to buzz in, they have to say a ring-a-ding-ding, like good old Dean Martin, who all of you know. Now,
I don't even know who that is.
Let me introduce our guests. Our guest, we have Ed Martin.
Dean Martin was my dad.
No.
We have Jason Collins and Becky Martin. Let's get started.
That doesn't even sound good.
This celebrity was born March 28th, 1986 in Manhattan. Her real name is Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata. I think it was Jason first.
Oh!
I'm gonna say Angelina Jolie.
Oh.
That is incorrect.
I'm gonna say.
You were gonna say that.
Lady Gaga.
That is correct. It is Lady Gaga.
Not Beyonce?
No.
That was my guess.
Not Beyonce.
You know what Beyonce's real name is? Beyonce. Beyonce's real name is Beyonce.
He did not say who dat be.
He didn't say we had
Those-
to
that-
say that.
That's how you play Jeopardy. You have
But
to do
that's
it in a
nothing.
question.
That was
not Jeopardy.
none of the rules.
Jeopardy. I don't have a buzzer. Alex Trebek is not here. It's Nathan.
Okay.
This celebrity was born December 18th, 1946 in Cincinnati, Ohio. He grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, where he made short movies with his sisters. One of his first jobs in the film industry was directing an episode of Night Gallery, where star Joan Crawford once said to a reporter about him, "Go interview that kid because he's going to be the biggest director of all time." He is the highest grossing film director of all time.
Ring-a-ding-ding. Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg is correct.
I wanted to say that, but I was afraid.
Our next celebrity was born December 30th, 1984 in Akron, Ohio. In 4th grade, he missed 82 of 160 school days. He was in 8th grade when he dunked for the first time.
Ding, LeBron James.
LeBron James is correct.
He didn't technically say ring-a-ding-ding. He said something of that, but I don't think you said it.
That's about as close as we can expect
I
him to
don't think
remember
he's
a
gonna be able to
phrase.
say it. But
Our next celebrity was born in Ulm, Germany in 1879. He had a fat head at the time he was born. This startled
Who doesn't?
Wait a minute. Is he related to Ed?
This startled his mother and grandmother when they saw him for the first time. However, the fat head slowly receded and turned into a normal size. This is a fact.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Yes.
Who is Albert Einstein?
Albert Einstein is correct.
That is awesome.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
All right. This celebrity was born August 15th, 1990 in Indian Hills, Kentucky. She has 2 older brothers, Ben and Blaine. While growing up, she served as an assistant nurse at the children's summer day camp that her mother ran. Her first regular role on a TV series was on the Bill Engvall Show. She is most famous for her role as Katniss Everdeen.
ring-a-ding-ding, whatever that is. That's Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence is
Her name
correct.
to save my life.
I couldn't think of it either.
I knew who it was. But I
So
couldn't.
we are tied up here. We could either end on a tie if Becky gets this correct. We could
not
either
That's not gonna happen.
we could
we're not
either
playing soccer.
have a winner here with either Jason or Ed. So
Why do you hold your breath waiting on me?
Like soccer, I'm just gonna dribble out the clock. We love ties.
our final celebrity was born October 8th, 1985 in Waikiki, Hawaii. His real name is Peter Gene Hernandez. Growing up, his nickname was Little Elvis and did shows around the island. It took 3 years of him working as a producer.
Ring-a-ding-ding. Nope, I've got it wrong. I was gonna say Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars is correct, which means like every good game, we end on a tie
I was this close to winning
because I don't
knew
have any
that.
more celebrities.
I have wasted my morning.
So So if someone played that game about your life, what would they say? What kind of facts would you use to describe yourself to someone? Maybe you talk about your family, or you talk about your hobbies or your talents. Maybe you talk about where you go to school, or your grades, or your friends, and the way you like to spend your free time. I don't know, but we all have something that we think defines us. And the truth is, what we think about ourselves determines how we live our life. In fact, one writer of the Bible said it this way: "For as he," or a person, "thinks within himself, so he is." Meaning the picture you have of yourself in your mind determines a lot of the decisions you make. And some of you get this pretty clearly because at one point in your life, someone labeled you as something and it stuck. Maybe you've always been good at school, and so you've been labeled as the teacher's pet. And not only does it affect how you see yourself, but it affects how you act. Others of you got labeled as the athlete, and so this affects the way you spend your free time and the things you watch on TV and the people you hang out with. Others of you are the musician, or you're the gamer, or the nerd, or the popular kid. And even though we don't like being labeled as one thing, whatever label we carry around determines a lot of the decisions we make. We may not carry around those labels, and we may not care about them, but there are other labels we carry around with us that really negatively affect us. Some of us think of ourselves as the screw-up, the loser, the failure, the troublemaker, the liar, the gossip, the loose cannon, the rule breaker, the bad kid. For whatever reason, this is the picture we have in our minds, and it seems like we can't escape it. We try to turn things around, but it feels like every time we take 2 steps back. Because every time we commit to change or to do the right thing, there's this voice in the back of our mind saying, "Who do you think you're fooling? Everyone knows you're just a screw-up or a liar or a gossip. You won't ever change." So the way we view ourselves determines how we act. We've all been there before, but see, God says, "I want to give you a new label. I want to help you see yourself how I see you." And how does God see us? One writer of the Bible says it like this: "See what great love the Father has lavished on us," which just means that God generously gives us his love to the point that it's almost like he's wasting it. Why? We should be called children of God, and that's what we are. You and me, we are children of God, his sons and daughters that he loves so much that he'd send Jesus to die for us. He pours so much love on us that it's almost wasteful, but he loves us that much. See, in this world, we may be labeled a lot of things, but to God, we are his children. And so whenever you feel like you've done too much to be loved or that you can never change, remember you are not what this world has labeled you. You are the son or daughter of the King of the universe. Now go live like it. Talk about that in your groups.